Previously on Chibi D&D, the paladin shared his loot with Torek after an intense battle with the undead. Moving onward, Torek has Mr. Squiggles check the rest of the dungeon. After finding various monsters in other rooms, he turns to the group and says there's nothing to worry about as he snickers under his breath. In the nearest room, they hear some monsters talking. Mr. Squiggles squeezes under the door and finds two hobgoblins torturing a caged goblin that was screaming, "Maglubiet is here, he'll destroy us all!" Torek instantly knew that this was the same goblin he scared earlier with his thaumaturgy. Giggling to himself, he tells the rest of the party to go ahead and kill them all. Which they do, but only after the paladin nearly gets killed himself. One of the halls leading out of the room has collapsed into an entirely new floor. Red and Alzahar are moving onward, but Torek, being the curious sort, sends his rat to investigate. There he finds a nearly empty room decorated in marble with an enormous locked gate. This was the boss room. Torek knew it, I knew it, but no one else did, and I didn't say squat. In the center of the room was a small group of 5 monsters. The 3 goblins were arguing with the 2 hobgoblin masters, warning them that danger was coming. Torek waved the group down and had them come over as they listened in on the argument. "We need to attack the village!" "But we can't! Maglubiet is coming! We're all going to be destroyed!" "Don't be ridiculous! Maglubiet is a myth!" Hearing Maglubiet's name again gave Torek an idea. Getting a little closer to the hole, he cast Thaumaturgy. Right as the hobgoblin stopped talking, ominous whispers began to fill the room. "See? That's not possible!" Torek then uses Thaumaturgy again, this time to make the flames on the nearby torches burst and brighten. "I told you!" the goblin boss cried, and like that, the goblins and the hobgoblins began fighting each other. The group climbed down and finished off the remainders, then snooped around the enormous gate. As they did, Torek began hearing mysterious whispers and became entranced by the door. Red spotted a hand-shaped print next to the gate, but when she tried to put her hand on it, nothing happened. She then called for Torek to give it a shot. Still somewhat mesmerized by the whispers that only he could hear, he sets his mage hand on the lock. Nothing happens. So he puts his right hand on the print. In an instant, a searing blade slices through his wrist, cutting off his hand and dropping it into a small hole just below him. The runes on the gate begin to glow and the door slowly opens. Torek is in shock. He's still standing there, arm outstretched, frozen stiff. Slowly, he begins to shake as he looks down towards the stub. His hand was gone. Before he could even mentally recover, he feels a pair of extremely strong arms pick him up and toss him inside. In the center of this boss room was the same summoning circle he had seen in his dream. There was a table with a wand, a spellbook, and a gauntlet on it. The whole room seemed to have infernal symbols written everywhere, but Torek wasn't taking any of it in. Slowly, he curls up into a ball and cradles his arm. Alzahar then stomps into the room, kicks over the table, and promptly carries Torek out, for the first time showing some sort of compassion. He sets Torek down outside the gate and hands him some water to try and calm him. Red then pops up behind the paladin kind of awkwardly. She hands Torek the stuff from the table, and when Torek finally starts to come to his senses, she points to Alzahar. "He totally tossed you into that circle."